Hi, this is Nilus Mattive for Money and Markets TV. I've been saying for a while now that the Social Security program, in its current form, is unsustainable. That's especially true today, given the state of our economy and the changing demographics of the country. So I'm amazed at just how clueless our politicians seem to be about that fact. President Obama's latest jobs plan actually contains another reduction in the amount Americans will contribute to Social Security. And it also reduces the amount that most employers will be paying into the system. This sounds like just another case of robbing people's retirement funds to fix some other problem that Washington finds more immediate. Today, I want to lay out the facts about Social Security and help you separate them from the half-truths and outright lies we're being fed by politicians. Fact: as recently as 2009, the Social Security Administration was predicting that the program would begin taking in less than it paid out by 2017. But it actually reached that dubious milestone just 1 year later in 2010. This annual shortfall was blamed on the poor economy, specifically fewer employed people paying into the system and others choosing to retire early, thus increasing the amount of money being paid in benefits. At the time, the Social Security Administration said 2010's shortfall would only be a temporary slip, and that a permanent state of deficits wouldn't begin until 2016, a year earlier than the previous projection. But then, this year, the Congressional Budget Office came out and said that the Social Security program had already entered a permanent state of annual deficits. Whoops. To make matters worse, politicians decided to lower the amount of money each American pays into the system from 6.2% down to 4.2%. Originally, this was supposed to be a temporary measure for 2011 only. But last week, President Obama said we should further stimulate the economy and create more jobs by having working Americans pay even less into Social Security in 2012, only 3.1% of their earnings. But the president didn't stop there. He now wants to slash contributions by businesses too. He reiterated that these would be temporary measures, and lawmakers would totally offset them with new deficit cuts. But these are the same lawmakers who took us to the brink of default just a few months ago because they couldn't agree on cost cuts, even before this new proposal was in play. All told, these new cuts to Social Security payments will total about $240 billion. That's another $250 billion in retirement money that we'll have to make up sometime down the road. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm as glad as anyone to pay less into Social Security for as long as possible. But keep in mind, tens of millions of seniors rely on the program. They paid their fair share into the system and are counting on getting their fair share back out. It was bad enough that Washington begged, borrowed, and stole from the surpluses that had built up after the last major overhaul. It got worse when we found out that the system was already facing annual shortfalls. And it's absolutely appalling that we are now bankrupting Social Security even further with new legislation in the name of jump-starting the economy. All we can do now is just shake our heads and hope that this vital safety net is there for us when we retire. I'm Nilus Mattive for Money and Markets TV. Thanks for watching.